My boys, it's your boy. Welcome back. Now, if you haven't seen my last video about the 5 animes that I think are going to be the most popular in fall 2017, please click the link below or the little eye icon here. Also, you can click at the end. And today we're going to finish up by giving you 5 animes that I personally are going to find the most interesting. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to watch the other 5 that I already talked about, but additionally, these 5. Fair warning that I like a lot of terrible shit, a lot of typical shit, and as well as just a lot of weird stuff from time to time. My taste kind of varies a little bit more than what I see other people that I know watch. So we're going to start with number 5, and it's called Shoujo Shumatsu Ryoko. I was debating about if this was going to be popular or not. I feel like it is, but it could fly under the radar, who knows, because of its art style. It's basically about these 2 girls who survived the end of civilization, and then they wander around the rest just surviving, riding around on their motorbike, you know, just looking for scraps, whatever they can do. It seems really sweet and really cute. Now, if you like shows more like Erased or like kind of post-apocalyptic shows that are really somber, I think this might work out for you. But for me, I just think the idea that there's no romance, there's no thing. It's just about 2 really cute anime girls just surviving through the end of civilization as they know it. Number 4, Juni Taisen. Juni Taisen is about 12 warriors who are burdened with the names of the 12 Chinese zodiacs, fight with each other's lives and pride at stake, all to grant just one wish. Now, when it comes to this show, it looks interesting to me. There have always been a lot of shows that do something similar where they take a preconceived notion, just like how 7 Deadly Sins did and 7 Heavenly Deadly Sins, which is the really shitty one. They take that concept, they personify those characters, then make an anime about it. So this is similar in that sense, but I feel like the way that the art style looks in this show really grabbed my interest the most. So I'm kind of excited to see what it is, but I have a solid feeling that it's not going to be as good as I want it to be, but I'm still interested nonetheless. Now, number 3, Osakawa Fufume ni Natekara. That's a mouthful. Basically, the premise of this is, have you ever wanted to see your boss drunk as fuck, your super serious boss drunk as shit, and see if they turn into a different person? Now, this is similar to that, to the sense that this character, this middle management, she's very meek, just kind of like who you expect to be middle management, you know, like just a regular boss. But she's also married, and her husband Sora makes her cocktails every once in a while, and those cocktails she can't help but start drinking. And as soon as she starts drinking, she becomes this completely different person, and it's called a yoidere, which is a drunk dere. It's interesting. I think it's just gonna be really cutesy. A lot of these husband and wife anime, just like I can't understand what my husband is saying. There's a lot about it that I generally like. They don't try to, it's more about the relationship between these 2 people, and it's just something interesting that happens. I don't know if it's gonna be short, whatever. Number 2, Omiai Itay wa Oshiego Suyokina Mondaiji, which means I don't fucking know. That's what it means. I don't fucking know. This one is, man, man, I'm gonna look like a fucking weirdo for liking shit like this. The premise is that this very popular high school teacher, through all the students except for one named Shiro, he gives her a lot of shit. He always gives her problems and stuff. Now, on the other side, she also, what you get, she's single, she hasn't been married yet, and she's like, you know, I'm gonna assume her late 20s. Her parents organize an arranged marriage for her. The guy that she meets, she seems to have a good time with and is generally in a good mood. And then she comes to find out that the student that was giving her shit before is that guy, just wearing some form of disguise. Now, she's already called off the wedding and told her it's not gonna happen, but Shiro is still in love with her, so he's gonna keep pursuing it. It's kind of a weird teacher-student relationship. Look at me, I get it, I understand what you're thinking. Why do you watch trash shit like this? I don't know, I'm really interested. I want to see what happens. I just like the premise of the show. I didn't even know it was really perverted until I start watching the promotional video that you guys just watched or are watching. That's why I considered it number 2. And finally, at number 1 is Inuyasha Key. Before I continue, this show is ugly as fuck. I didn't know it was gonna be this ugly. When I saw the promotional video for it, it's like, it reminds me a lot of Gantz Attack on Titan. It's kind of like really shitty art style that's like semi 2D 3D, but like it looks weird. It just looks really ugly to me. But the premise is what kind of got me, which is a 58-year-old geriatric old man generally gets written off and everybody constantly ignores him as like a piece of shit, kind of disrespects him. Even after all that, he goes to his doctor, and his doctor tells him that he has cancer and he doesn't have much time to live. Something happens, again, this is all a tease until we see these shows. He all of a sudden has the body of a young man, hence he has a new lease on life. He's gonna try to be the hero that he thinks that people deserve to be, or he wants to be seen as a good person, and he doesn't want to be disrespected like everybody else doesn't want to be disrespected. And apparently there's another person who's in a similar situation, so we're gonna see how that plays out. I find it interesting, the concept of body swapping. Well, it's not really body swapping, it's like having a younger body. It's very it reminds me of Real Life, but Real Life is about a 27-year-old turning back the 10 years of his life. But this is a 58-year-old man that goes really back. It might be high school, it might be early 20s. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be all early 20s. They're not gonna be such a pedophile about it. All right, and that's the 5 anime that I feel out of this whole fall season I'm gonna find personally interesting. If you wanna watch my previous video about the 5 animes of this season that I think are gonna be popular, click below this. Share it with everybody that you know.